Welcome to West Mineral, Kansas, and the home of Big Brutus. You might be asking yourself, what the heck is Big Brutus? Well, Big Brutus is an 11 million pound, 160 foot, retired electric mining shovel, and it is massive. Surprisingly, Big Brutus was actually the world's second largest electric mining shovel, and it was in operation from 1962 to 1974. The largest ever was actually the Silver Spade in Ohio. It weighed almost 16 million pounds and was taller than a 12-story building. Don't let that second place standing deter you from seeing Big Brutus though. This machine and the indoor-outdoor museum that they've created in Kansas is awesome. I was pleasantly surprised with my stop here. From what I read, this thing was also quite the speed burner. Apparently, it had a top running speed of a whopping 0.22 miles per hour. In all seriousness though, I don't think we would want a machine of this size capable of going much faster than that anyway. Today you can visit this piece of Kansas history firsthand. On site is a small but very cool interior museum that you'll get to tour first. Please note that there is an admission fee to the museum and to get to tour Big Brutus up close. The cost is $8.75 per adult. After the interior museum, you get to tour the outdoor museum, which contains most of the machinery that helped to run Big Brutus back in the day. Finally, you'll get to go right up to and walk around on Big Brutus. You are provided a sheet that helps you take a self-guided tour of all of the parts of this machinery. It's honestly pretty darn impressive, even when you're just standing next to it and looking up at the thing. Prior to 2010, you were allowed to climb the maze of ladders to the top of the 160-foot boom. Unfortunately, a 49-year-old dentist from Lowell, Arkansas, died while attempting a base jump from the top of the boom. Climbing the boom is now prohibited, and access is blocked by locked doors. Don't get me wrong though, you could still get pretty high up and explore this thing. It was plenty tall for me, and I am not a fan of heights anyway. I think you can still get a pretty darn good idea of just the sheer size from the ground as well. But I will say that watching this video really doesn't do it justice. You need to see this thing in person. I've lived in Southwest Missouri my whole life, and this was my first visit to this attraction in Kansas. I honestly wasn't even familiar with Big Brutus until I started this channel. I had a couple of family members and a couple of friends tell me about Big Brutus as a good place for a video, so I added it to my storyboard. I'm really glad that they did. If you ever get an opportunity, it's really worth a visit. Even if you have zero interest in mining history, it's just a really neat place. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed visiting this place. Until next time.